Hey folks, today we're going to talk about the 2009 romantic comedy movie Confessions of a Shopaholic. Rebecca Bloomwood, a New York journalist and recovering shopaholic, is introduced in the opening scene. Rebecca has always wanted to work for the fashion magazine Elette since she was 14 years old and feels that a guy would never love her or treat a female the same way as a store does. One day, her ambition is finally realized when she gets chosen for an interview at Elette. She is overjoyed and tells her closest friend Sue about it while she is traveling to the interview. Rebecca is in love with a green scarf she sees in one of the stores and decides to buy it despite her best efforts to talk herself out of it. Her credit card is declined, but she doesn't give up and walks over to a hot dog stand where she offers to pay for all of the hot dogs with a check in exchange for a 20% discount. Rebecca tells the shopkeeper that she needs the money quickly to purchase a scarf for her elderly aunt despite his skepticism. Fortunately, a guy in the line called Luke Brandon helps her out with the money later. Rebecca is told that the position has already been filled internally when she arrives for the interview, but the receptionist tells her that there is a position with the magazine's successful savings that is available and urges her to apply because it could serve as a stepping stone to Elette magazine. Rebecca agrees and heads to the interview only to discover that the interviewer, who just so happens to be the editor of the successful saving magazine, is the same person who lent her the $20. She even lies about knowing several languages, but when Luke asks her to speak one, she changes the topic just as Luke's secrecy is revealed. Luke tries to ask her serious questions, but Rebecca dodges all of them because she has no experience in it. The following day, Rebecca receives a call from Luke who, though initially perplexed, likes the letter she had intended to send for Elette and hires her. Excited that she has finally landed her dream job, Rebecca then starts working at a successful savings, despite having no idea what the work entails. Later, Luke takes Rebecca to a communication company's convention and instructs her to ask the owner some challenging questions. As Rebecca is unsure of what to ask, Luke helps her by asking Luke then asked Rebecca to prepare an outline to explain the company's truth to the other investors. But instead of working on her assignment, Rebecca goes to a clothing sale and buys a number of outfits for herself to wear at home, where she later finds out that one of the cashmere items she recently bought is not 100% authentic and that she has been duped. This gives Rebecca an idea for her assignment, which she completes and submits to Luke. Luke reads it and, surprisingly, likes it. He then asks for permission to publish the article under her name. Since Rebecca is hesitant to reveal her own name, Luke creates one for her. The result is the article, The Girl in the Green Scarf, which quickly becomes a hit. Surprisingly, her parents, who are unaware of her work, also commend her on it. The following week, Rebecca and Luke attend an APA conference in Miami where Rebecca is praised for her writings and fortunately, everyone enjoys her direct criticisms. He then introduces her to Janie Vertanen from Nokia and asks her to converse and finish assuming that she is familiar with the language. However, she doesn't understand anything and instead slaps him in the face and calls him a pervert to end the conversation. Luke approaches Rebecca with the good news that they have been invited as representatives to the Print Association. They both return to New York after the charity event, where they were introduced to Alicia Billington, an employee of Ella. Alicia is obviously attracted to Luke, but he ignores her despite her invitation to dinner. The following day, Rebecca takes Luke shopping so he can replace his worn-out clothes. While there, he reveals that his mother is a New York socialite named Eleanor Sherman. Additionally, he discloses that his parents are divorced. He also says that he grew up with his father, who was extremely grounded and the total opposite of his mother. It was anticipated that he would automatically succeed in the family company, but he opted to prosper on his own terms. Rebecca, who has begun to develop feelings for him, overhears this and hails him for being a workaholic while also encouraging him to create his own business. That same night, they go out for drinks at a bar and enjoy each other's company as they make their way back to the hotel. When they run into Alicia, she reminds Luke of the supper they had together. Rebecca believes they are dating and leaves the scene unhappy before heading home. She receives a call from Suze telling her not to come in via the front entrance since Derek Smith has already arrived. Following her advice, she comes in through the back door and tells Suze that she needs an outfit for a party. At the party, Rebecca's outfit matches the waitress's, so the chef mistakes her for a waitress and asks her to serve the meal. She quickly gets caught up in the situation, but Luke handles it well. After the party, Rebecca is on the roof when Suze becomes concerned and invites her to join a Shopaholic Anonymous class to help her control her shopping addiction. Rebecca sees a man the next day on her way to work, but she's unsure whether it's Derek Smith. Derek and Rebecca are both in the same elevator when Rebecca decides to call Derek's number for confirmation shortly after the guy's phone rings, indicating that the guy is Derek indeed, but by that time Derek also learns that she is the one he is looking for, so she quickly exits the elevator and rushes into the office while Derek is stopped by the security guard outside. In the office, a woman named Taylor approaches and Rebecca tells her that she has when Alicia is forced to handle Rebecca's purse during the shopping trip. She tosses it out of anger and the phone rings. Rebecca is reluctant, but she must consent when she meets Mississippi Court, her new group leader, who makes her donate her clothes, including the newly purchased bridesmaid gown for Susan's wedding and the dress for the occasion. Rebecca is forced to donate her clothes, including the newly purchased bridesmaid gown for Susan's wedding and the dress for the occasion. Rebecca tries to explain that she spent all of her money shopping as it is the only thing that makes her feel happy in the heat of the moment. She also admits that she joined Successful Saving only to join Outlet magazine, which disappoints Luke even more and causes him to leave. The next day, Naylor pays Rebecca a visit and offers her a job at Outlet magazine, after which she declares that she will handle her debt on her own. Rebecca is first thrilled to join Outlet, but she also gets a nagging sensation that she shouldn't do it. Rebecca politely refuses the offer from the to sell his prized car in order to assist her daughter in paying off her debt, saying that it is the product of his hard work and savings. After giving it some thought, she chooses to decline Naylor's invitation even if it is her goal. Rebecca decides to sell all of her clothing in order to pay off her debt. She asks for help from Shopaholic Anonymous members in this matter. They all help Rebecca organize a clothing sale, and soon a large number of customers arrive. Luke's assistant becomes aware of the transaction as well and makes the decision to alert Luke about it during the sale. Miss Korch also runs an auction for a green scarf, which one of the phone bidders wins for $300. Rebecca is reluctant to sell the green scarf, but she has no choice in the end. She makes $16.586.72, which is more than enough to pay off her debt, but she chooses to give Derek some pennies instead, which is extremely inconvenient for him. After this, Rebecca gets her bridesmaid gown back and goes to Susan's wedding. On the way back, she is tempted to purchase clothing, but she fights conquering her shopping addiction. She then meets Luke, who returns the green scarf to her after revealing that the person who had been upset with her on the phone was none other than himself.